Hey guys, welcome back to Isla de Moco. So I've got a confession to make. I kind of screwed up. And basically when I screwed up, you'll notice that this one is blank here. I recorded an entire session without hitting the record button. So I actually got quite a bit done, but luckily a lot of it was jump cuts and actually what was going to be a time-lapsed build. So there wasn't that much loss. I think all told maybe one episode's worth of stuff. So I'm just going to go over real quick what I did. And actually it's only a couple of things because a lot of what I did in the last episode turned out not to actually work. So it's stuff that probably not that important anyway. But one of the things I did is I put this matter condenser into my old cobblestone generator. And the reason I did that was to get these singularities. Now this is way more singularities than I'm ever going to need. But I figured I wanted to do that because I'm going to need at least 1 or 2 singularities. So yeah, but again, that was a pretty quick thing because it's a pretty simple thing to build. Just a little bit of iron and I think fluix dust. What else did I do? I made myself a set of thermal padding for going to Mars. Again, easy stuff. It's just redstone and wool. I also put together my tier 3 rocket, which, again, you saw me build the first tier rocket, and the tier 3, or sorry, not the tier 3, the tier 2 rocket, it's not that much different than the tier 1, just using the tier 2 plates instead of the tier 1, which is taking that meteoric iron, which I've turned completely into, let's take a look here, which I've turned into compressed meteoric iron. It's just taking that and smushing it together with the tier 1 plates and then arranging it into the rocket shape. And then I put that all together and actually went to Mars. That's where the time-lapsed build comes into play. I built myself a base on Mars with a lot of the stuff that I had worked on down here, and most of it was for the oxygen system, and it turns out the oxygen system doesn't work because I apparently don't know Galacticraft oxygen system all that well, which is unfortunate because it means I'm just kind of using a cobbled together oxygen system that has nothing to do with anything that I did yesterday. So yeah, the other thing that I did is I programmed, if I bring up them here, I programmed in the solar expansion all the way up through the resonant solar panels into my ME system. So I can build the resonant panels, which, if you haven't seen them before, produce 512 RF per tick. That's about as much as I'm going to ever need, both on the asteroid belt and on Mars. So that's going to produce the lion's share of the power for both those bases. And basically that was just me standing over here at the pattern terminal, putting in recipes. So again, you didn't miss much, just a little bit of crafting, and of course the going to Mars rocket trip, which you saw the going to moon rocket trip, not terribly different. And of course when I got to Mars, the first thing I did is I dropped down a teleportation unit there so that I could just go back and forth. Because unlike the moon trip, I'm not making it so that I'm doing everything on Mars and then coming home. I figured I would be jumping back and forth, which turned out to be a good thing because my oxygen system did not work at all. And this is the cobbled together oxygen system. Basically, we got a reservoir going into a water electrolyzer, which then feeds into an oxygen storage module and an oxygen compressor. The only new thing there really is this water electrolyzer, which I thought that was going to be it. I actually have 2 of these. I thought they were going to be enough to run a oxygen sealer. Turns out I'm going to need like 6 or 7 of them to do an oxygen sealer. So when I get to the asteroid belt, I'm actually going to do a sealed oxygen room. I'm probably actually going to harvest a lot of the space, because once we're done with Mars, there's actually no real good reason to come back here. So I'll probably harvest the store and just replace it with like a regular like iron door with some pressure plates. So yeah, that's basically all you missed. The airlock again was something that I crafted on that thing yesterday. Not a big deal, just some compressed plates. That's really it. And that's pretty much everything that you missed last time. I mean, this build, we can kind of take an aerial view of it. It's not much. It's just a kind of your standard, I don't know, dome-ish build. It was just something quick to put together so I would have a building. Up top here, for my main power system, I have that resonant energy panel like I talked about, which is going down into a resonant energy cell. And so far as I've been able to see, that's been enough. I also built a second resonant cell so that I could put my digital miner here. And basically what he's doing is he's just getting dash ore. And that's because I need dash ore in order to make the tier 3 rocket. I also need it to make something very special and something that is 100% an Easter egg that the Galacticraft dev has asked that we don't tell people about, and that is this sticky dash pickaxe. This is a very special pickaxe that's going to do one of the things that we need to do for the challenge. And like I said, I'm not going to tell you how to get that. It's pretty obvious. Nope, looks like a meteor just went down over there. I do need some meteor still, so we're going to go over here and grab it if I can find where that landed. There it is. Anyway, it's actually pretty obvious how to do the sticky dash pickaxe. If you look at the wiki and all the hints on the forums, it's not that hard to find out. So I trust that anybody who's watching this channel could pretty much make the right assumptions on how to put that guy together. But as it turns out, where I put my base was literally within view of the Mars dungeon, and that's pretty much our main reason for coming to Mars, aside from getting the dash, is to do the Mars dungeon. And again, there's actually, because we've already got all the other stuff like the meteors and whatnot, this is the only thing that we really have to do here. I mean, the dash was something that I wasn't going to show anyway because it's just mining. So let's just go ahead and jump right down into this dungeon. We got to do this dungeon, defeat the, I believe it's an evolved creeper boss, and then we'll be done. Ooh, sounds kind of wet down here, doesn't it? Ooh, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Very moist. That's lovely. Oh, I'm gonna need some glowstone torches. Again, I'm gonna try to keep it bright enough for you guys to see here. Though this should not actually be all that different from the Mars base until we get to the... Whoa! Settle down there, creeper. Ew, there's the underground sludge lakes that you'll find here. Alright, let's get some more torches down. Again, this is probably not going to be all that different from the Mars base. It's, not Mars base, but Mars dungeon. There are a couple of different rooms that you can run into. This is one of them here, I think. Nope, that's not what I was thinking of. Get that guy down. But the boss is different, so... And I don't think that there's any chance that you... It's neat that this thing is built above a giant... giant cave. There's these cool caves in Mars. Maybe we'll head down there real quick and take a look at it. That have stuff in them. Yeah, see, this is basically what I was expecting. So you got your ores. Some of these ores I think are from, yeah, Engineer's Toolbox. But yeah, you'll find these. Basically, you got these sludge things that will spawn sludgelings that attack anything that's nearby. You got these cool cavernous finds. And otherwise, it's just kind of wide open. Let's see if I can find my way back up in there. We could actually take a shortcut right to the boss, probably. I'm not sure which way that is, though. So we'll just head back up in there and just run the dungeon. But yeah, you'll find these caves underground in Mars periodically. They're not terribly important unless you want to fight sludgelings. Oh. There we go. Ah. But it is kind of neat that I just happen to be right above one. I don't think that that's normally a thing, or at least it's not guaranteed thing. It's just how this particular trip turned out. What do we got in here? Anything that I want? Unknown Demolitor is good. I always take some copper, another music disc, Rotorcraft scrap iron, and a title scroll for Professional Tree Puncher. Sure. In fact, let's just go ahead and put that on right now. Oh, baubles, not baubles. Put on Professional Tree Puncher because I don't actually have a title yet. This is a kind of a narrowish hallway. Alright. Oh, this looks like it's going to be the... Yes, okay, so this is why we need the Silky Touch pickaxe. Originally in the challenge, Joe Schmo was going to make me fight a super boss in order to get what I'm about to get here. But luckily, I did a little bit of my research and I can just do this. Now, I should have picked up a couple here. Creeper eggs. So this is the thing that's going to go on top of our tower. We're just going to pick up a whole bunch of them. It's spitting TNT at me. But so far, I don't think it's actually hit me yet, which is good. Oh, that time it hit me. Luckily, this titanium armor, I think, is more than a match Match for this one, we're just going to go around and collect all these creeper eggs before they hatch into creepers. Hi, creeper. Oh, nope, nope, stop. Nope, stop. Thank you. Last one. Alright, so let's just take this guy out. Oh, you have quite a little bit of defense about you, don't you? Oh, I can hit the TNT back at him. Is this like a Ganon fight? Yeah, okay. Ganon fight. I am not good at this. I am very not good at this. Oh, this is going to be a while. Can I actually... Oh. Okay, that one hit me. I was going to say, you're not that good of a shot, are you, buddy? Oh, sure enough, you can't damage him except by batting these back. Okay. So it's basically like a TNT version of a Ghast, or, you know, the Ganon fight. Stop swinging so late, or so early. Come on. There we go. Oh, this is going to take a while. Oh, he did a little bit of damage to me there. Yeah, this titanium armor is kind of off the wall. It's kind of actually cheating or sequence breaking because you're not supposed to be able to get this titanium armor until you make it to the asteroid belt. But there's like a lot more powerful armors that I could have chosen instead, so I don't really feel that bad about it. Oh, come on, creeper boss. Oh, there goes one of its heads. And this is actually the real boss instead of the accidental reskin blizzes that we were fighting on the Resonant Rise 3-pack before it went down. I don't know if you guys remember that. I'm pretty sure I talked about it. Okay, so that force field, I guess, is just decoration. Man, now I'm actually starting to get in the groove here. Ow. Literally, as I said that. Come on. One more. There we go. Now I should be able to get a key out of this guy. Now, I learned my lesson last time about what the keys look like, so hopefully this won't be nearly as... Did I get the key? Oh, see, this one I can actually see because it's golden. Alright, so let's grab the key. And we're just going to throw some more torches down. I could get that glowstone, but I've actually don't have any need of glowstone right now. Or rather, I don't have any need of more glowstone. I could Greyhawk the room, but eh. Alright, so here we go. Hopefully this will just be a tier 3 schematic right off the bat. Automatic cargo rocket. Alright. Well, I suppose I didn't... I thought that could only be the striding explorer. Take the tin, the iron, a black lotus, which if I was doing Botania would be a bit of a nice pickup. Music disc. Actually, I won't need the knowledge fragment. I don't think I need anything else that's in here. So, now we gotta find another Mars dungeon, and I don't think they're nearly as easy to see on the Mars landscape. Hello. Alright, guys. Thank you. Okay, so, pick up some of these on the way out, I suppose. Wow. Somebody blew up underneath me. Wow. Look at all that junk I'm picking up. That must be the things that the sludgelings are killing. Gotta be smarter. Oh, that FPS. It's not so bad. Just when I'm moving. As long as I don't look directly at the screen, it doesn't look choppy. Alright, so at this point, I've got to go and find myself another one of these dungeons. Not much else to say. I got to do that whole fight all over again and hope I get the tier 3 instead of the cargo rocket. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump cut to after the next boss that I face, because it's probably going to take me a little bit of time to find another one of those dungeons. I got to see what they look like on the map so that I know what I'm looking for. They probably just look similar to the moon thing. Oh, they don't look anything like it. They don't. Alright, well, anyway, I'm just going to cut to after I've finished off the next guy, and then we're going to see what's in that chest. I'll say that evolved creeper boss is probably one of the most annoying enemies to fight in all of ever. Just because it's so finicky. Like, half the time you're swinging your sword and, like, you should be hitting stuff, but you're not, or the TNT goes off in weird directions or just goes ahead and explodes as soon as it gets close to you. It's just not a very well designed boss, I don't think. Alright, let's see what we got here. Automatic cargo rocket. Oh, fantastic. Go away, cat. Alright, well. Got a lot of other stuff in here. Let's unload some of this junk. Don't need that glowstone. Don't need that. Don't need the cargo rocket in there. Lux katana. Well, I don't really need nether quartz. I'll take the tin. Ender pearls are always... Nah, I got as many of those as I'll ever need. I'll take the music disc. It takes so long to find these dungeons, too. If you're gonna, make people... This is just a poor design choice. If you're gonna make people, have to hunt all over the place for these stupid dungeons, you should at least make the boss, fun to fight. But that's just... You know what? Let's take the shortcut out. And that bot... Oh, can I not? So... Oh, yeah, there we go. But that boss is just not fun to fight at all. It's just such a... Just so poorly designed. So, I guess I'm going to find another one and see if I can finally find a chest that's got the tier 3 in it. It's going to be fun. I'm almost out of oxygen. My armor's falling apart because of all the explosions. Yeah. It's going to be a joy. I might as well swap out my oxygen tanks once I get there. This is going to take a while, too. Don't know what I was thinking that. Oh, I'll take the shortcut out. This is not going to be the shortcut. Alright, well, I'll catch up with you guys after the third Mars dungeon. What a chore to fight. I hate that boss. It was just really not a fun fight. Because it's a good idea, but it's just the mechanics of Minecraft you just do not lend yourself to it again and fight. Oh, this better be freaking tier 3 schematic. Automatic cargo rocket. The third one in a row I've picked up. Ugh. Now I gotta fight that boss again. Pick up more rubbish. Alright. One more time. This is gonna be the fourth boss. Again, this is probably one of the worst design things I have run across. It's just not fun. And part of that may just be salt because I keep getting cargo schematics, but, I mean, the boss is just horrible. There's nothing good about it. And part of it, I think, is just because they try to institute a kind of boss fight that does not lend well to Minecraft mechanics. It's as bad as trying to hit the balls of fire back at the ghast. It's probably even hooked into the same, that same programming pathway. I don't know, if you're gonna make a boss, at least make it somewhat interesting to fight, but this is really just standing there hoping that when you swing your sword, you actually activate the, single frame, knockback, assuming that it's even kind of in a spot where you can hit it. It's just bad. Maybe it's playing on the server, but I kind of don't think so. Ghasts are that finicky when you're playing single player. But I guess I gotta fight it again. Hopefully I don't have to fight this too many times because this is already old. Unless I'm getting some fallen meteor out of this. Alright. This is the fourth chest. 4. Really don't want to open this because I know I'm going to see another automated rocket schematic. And I really don't want to do that fight again. That is such a chore. Alright. Let's open this guy. Let's see. Hey! Tier 3 rocket. Look at that. Awesome. Finally. This was after I actually had to stop and get an entirely new set of armor because my other armor had been blown completely off of me. You probably saw it was in better repair after the last fight, and it took me so long that I've had to refill my oxygen tanks, both sets, twice now. Just having to fly around looking for these stupid bases. So, that's finally done. We don't have to do this ever again. And I mean that because in future packs we will not have Galacticraft in them, which is one of the reasons why I have to finish this up before we move over to the new pack. I might have mentioned that, but yeah, we're getting rid of Galacticraft, and after this mess, can't say that I'm really going to be sorry to see it go. We are actually taking its, I guess, the mod that what's the word? The mod kind of based off of it, called Advanced Rocketry. That's the one that we're going to be moving forward with, and it's looking a lot sharper. I think Galacticraft is kind of peaked a while ago, and it's really showing its age now. because I have not been having fun at all on Mars. Been a complete chore here. But I'm just going to head back to home base, and yeah. Got the Tier 3 rocket, might as well head all the way home to Taco Base, or to Isla de Moco, get it into my NASA bench. And then we're going to be ready for... doing... Oh, my goodness. We're going to be ready for doing the asteroid belt. And that'll be it. So, I will see you back home.